were not ready to have a child. That's indigo. After my mission complete, I switch off the matrix so I can destroy the feelings of being healthy and rejuvenate my life force that feels depleted. Don't forget, I'm radical. So the flow and the beat, this song will be playing when there's a revolution in the streets. I'm radical. Listen to the bars. I'm radical. My spirit is rational. Elohim are infallible. Alright, you don't know it's I'm on the track. I got my LQ serious. Yeah, about to drop some conscious on this track. Alright, let's go in. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Living life as a move. Wild temptation is inevitable to miss. Whether it's the money or a kiss, I can't or exist. Disagree with thoughts. Destroy myself and being blind. Greetings, my spirit. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my mental science soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand High from the Mental Science Ministries. Amun you don't know mental science. Yes, bro.
What's going on, man? You right?
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Just a bit of a stressful day and all that kind of shit. What about you?
More or less, you know what I mean? Like just trying to change the energy in it, the stress into something positive, you know, the pressure into
You had a Mazda as well today?
Well, more yesterday, but like, you know what I mean? Like it's calm in it, man. It's on the radio. I'm gonna talk about some stuff on the radio in it.
You coming on live tonight?
I'm here, bro.
Oh shit, man's in the studio. Oh shit, what's all that? What's all that? The collage, the photos and stuff. What's all that about, man?
Kings and Queens of Africa.
Oh, wicked, keeping it real. The history, never forget. Exactly, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try coming alive. Maybe get some words in anyways, but you're probably not gonna invite me as usual.
No. Like, yeah, man, all of that. Let me set up, and then I'll go on live on Instagram. Yeah.
Last night I tried to invite because there was some chick talking, and I tried to invite and chat, but you had none of it, bruv.
Bruv, man was. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was in a different live, and it was very.
So what's tonight's introduction? What's tonight's topic?
The real enemy. The real enemy.
Well, the real enemy's been buried, but now the truth, sausage fingers is sausage hands, isn't it? Charlie. Mr. Charlie, he's in control now, ain't the bastard?
Yeah. We're gonna go deeper. We're gonna go real meta science. You get me?
Like what? Like, come on, tell me, give me some hints so I know, so I can prepare, so I know what you're talking about.
We're gonna go. Well, wait and see in it. Like we're saying, the real enemy. Man will introduce it, the real enemy. Yeah, and then that's it. You get me? And then probably we'll do a freestyle, see what man them are saying, everything. You get it? So, you know what I mean? Like,
so just randomly telling you before you cut off, there's been an earthquake or something, or typhoon in Japan. There's been some mad shit happening in Puerto Rico, and I've got some family that lives in Vancouver, which is way miles away from Puerto Rico. But man, them told me on the news, they've been telling like by next week it's going to be a full-blown hurricane, maybe typhoon. It's going to be some madness, hurricanes, and you might be without power. And please get 3 to 5 days worth of food and all that kind of stuff, water, because it's going to be going off there.
What, in Puerto Rico or UK?
No, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Vancouver side. Yeah, I've got family there, innit?
Okay. Yeah, so it's gonna be peak.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I've got to go, and I'll catch you in the live.
Alright, bro.
Alright, bless.
Greetings, my spiritual warriors, my metal science soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of Metal Science Ministries. Amun, you done know Metal Science. And the High Priest Amun will be on the Powers for Breakfast show on this Sunday between 9 and 12 p.m. with 100 eyes. Make sure you tune in to the show because the High Priest Amun will be exposing what metal science is all about. You done know metal science? Let's go. Metasize. Amun the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of Metasize Ministries. Let's go. Every day I think in the street we the hustle, they play for this love that no never see. Yeah, go here, what does it say? They metasize what she wants to get right. She wants to be the truth. For all the same, we have to keep on. Like a winning train, come on. Have mercy on me, I don't believe in the life of the sinner. Metasize, trust the wisdom. Cause if they come, we go against them. And if they lie, we go stand against them. All the same, come again, Let me say, come again, metal science. Let me say, come again, metal science. Say it with the High Priest. Let me say, come again, metal science. I'm on L, the street prophet. Check it. And it's Amun L, the High Priest, and that ain't no gimmick, hotep hustle. Bet their energy is kept. My spirit has no limit. The ancestors are watching and protecting us every single minute. Letting the cream, cause I'm a key worker, making sure fiends don't spaz out. If there's no, I'm the High Priest and I play my position well. Allah's present but remains unseen. Allah's present but remains unseen. Come on, metal science, metal science, metal science.
Give thanks for life, give thanks for the breath. Get strong with the last one's left. Get thanks one more time with the high priest of one now. Let's thanks, love. Give thanks for life, give thanks for the breath. Get strong with the last one's left. Love. Let me say, come again, better science, 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 love. Grand high, they love and decay. Delivering blessings to all my spiritual warriors that day across the globe, especially my spiritual warriors in Nigeria, Delta State, River State, and Lagos.
Okay, so we have a request from Immortal Schemes, and he's saying he wants to hear something called Radical. So here you go.
Yo, this is Amun on the beat. For you spiritual warriors, this goes out to you. Listen, Radical. I'm radical, yeah. Listen to the bars, you know, I'm radical. My spirit, yeah, is rational. Elohim are infallible, you know. I always carry a big strap, cause I can't trust no one to have my back. I should not, this place black, but I harm myself with my mouth pad. I want to judge it, cause his job is to judge me for bread. It's called de facto, to be misled. I tell the judge,
I'm a free man, that's radical. Prepare for your deathbed. An eternal being, represent God's army. No ISIS, I'm one with a mission. For the righteous, conveying knowledge, that's priceless. Spread the cognition like a virus. I'm one. Lastly, I'm coming for you devils, because you think you can measure my spirit level. Because I was born a rebel. I'm not leaving this earth till my mission successful. I'm radical. Listen to the bars, thou magical. My spirit, yeah, it's irrational. I'm one. Elohim, I'm infallible. Check it. A radical that is intellectual. It's essential to hear the impeccable. Elohim is effectual. Develop theology, unique solar biology. I use unique psychology to initiate the true audience genealogy. Join the meta science ministries for the real Scientology, like monotheistic religions. Mortal souls get conditioned. With my doctrine, your cognition will make Big Brother deposition. Once you start thinking outside the box, real souls went to the school of hard knocks, influencing young minds to be heterodox. Rhymes, destroy the paradox. I'm radical, yeah. Listen to the bars, they're magical. My spirit, yeah, is irrational. Elohim are infallible. Check it. Come on. While meditating, I connect with the ancestors, including Atum Ray, the sun netto. Ray, don't burn me, cause my melanin is a receptor. While I transform to diamonds under pressure. Cause that's true. All my protectors, while my soul shapeshifts into black holes. I continue to write my own scrolls and my empress with birth control. She says, you saved me from being a Barbie doll. She holds me tight I say I gotta go. Cause I ain't your Romeo. Cause I don't trust black widows. Nah, and you're not ready to have a child that's indigo. Real talk.
After my mission,
It's complete.
I switch off.
The matrix. So I can destroy the feelings of being conceived and rejuvenate my life force that feels deplete. Don't forget, I'm radical. So the flow and the beat, this song will be playing when there's a revolution. End of days, metal science. I'm radical. Listen to the bars that are magical. My spirit is irrational. Elohim are infallible. Come on. Now that was radical. Shout out to Aziz. Shout out to Mami. Shout out to Naseba on the YouTube. Shout out to everybody in the Instagram live. Shout out to everybody that's on omegafmradio.co.uk. 104.1 FM. This is the next track, Freedom. Like a runaway slave. Freedom. Like I just got. Freedom. 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 Say it with your chest. Freedom. Freedom. All my queens, let me hear you say freedom. All my kings, let me hear you say freedom. All my jail brothers, let me hear you say freedom. All my brothers, let me hear you say freedom. All my sisters, let me hear you say freedom. Come on. This one goes out to Dino. The wheel back. Freedom. Like a runaway slave. Freedom. Like I just got. Freedom. 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 Say it with your chest. Freedom. Freedom. All my queens, let me hear you say freedom. All my kings, let me hear you say freedom. All my child brothers, let me hear you say freedom. All my hear you say freedom. All my sisters, let me hear you say freedom. Pump your fist in the air to show that you care. The high priest and the freedom fires are the government's worst nightmare. Let us prepare to damage and tear this new world order that is treated us unfair. First solution is this is a freedom song, so sing along. We're a million man strong, the war is on because Babylon did us wrong. The time is now to be awake, the television. The news that is fake, I'm the high priest. When I get high, I levitate. When the war is over, heaven on earth is what we're going to create. The high priest and his metal science soldiers and his freedom fight. It's time to concentrate. Elohim, forgive us for our sins. No elves, only wins. Destroy the evil that is within. Freedom. 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 Like a runaway slave. Freedom. Like I just got. Freedom. When I'm smoking the J. Freedom. Every single day. Let me hear you say freedom, freedom. All my queens, let me hear you say freedom. All my kings, let me hear you say freedom. All my child brothers, let me hear you say freedom. All my brothers, let me hear you say freedom. All my sisters, let me hear you say freedom. 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 Mental science freedom. Come on. Freedom. Pump your fist in the air to show that you care. High priests and the freedom fighters are the government's worst nightmare. Let us prepare to damage and tear this new world order that has treated us unfair. For a solution is a revolution. This is the freedom song, so sing along. We're a million man strong, the whole is wrong because Babylon did us wrong. Freedom, 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 freedom. I can't hear you. Freedom. Say it with your chest. Freedom, freedom. All my kings, let me hear you say freedom. All my queens, let me hear you say freedom. All my jail brothers, let me hear you say freedom. All my brothers, let me hear you say freedom. All my sisters, let me hear you say freedom. Freedom. Like a runaway slave. Freedom. Like I just got freedom. When I'm smoking the J. Freedom. every single day. We won't be silent until you stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beat. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Metal Science. Let's go. Let it be known. The high priest someone else superhero in these streets, delivering street prayers for the children that are now deceased, for living real life, 6 feet deep, idolizing drill rappers, then becoming brainwashed like sheep. Post-colonial mindset forces a young soul to carry a tech. What's happening, bro? Where did the love go? Things ain't what they used to be. Children, stop the violence and listen to me. Black men, dying species, blood stains on the pavement. Why do we need to make a statement? Why? Why do we need to make a statement? We won't be silent until you stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beat. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Metal Science. Let's go. Go. The high priest someone else feels your pain. Your man keeps hurting you because he's insane. Pack your bags and leave him to catch the next train. Or if it is emergency, the high priest someone will pay for your plane. As long as you're in my arms, he will never hurt you again. And as for your man, listen to me, boy, you come correct. How dare you disrespect your queen? It's time for your punishment from the grand architect, Metal Science. The high priest someone else on a mission to protect and collect the queens while in the neglect, and talking to the queens that are in neglect. We won't be silent until we stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beat. Nigga. Now, before we start, we first must give thanks and praises to Amun Ray, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Al Elyon El Shaddai, Yahweh Adonai, Marduk Melchizedek, Al Kadir, Usa, Uset, Heru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Bita, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, Metal Science, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the Most High. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. La ilaha illallah. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my Metal Science soldiers and my freedom fighters. My name is the High Priest Amun. And tonight, on OmegaFMradio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also on YouTube Live and Instagram Live. If you want to see the High Priest Amun out live and direct in 4K vision, all you have to do is go onto YouTube and type in on YouTube Amun L, which is spelled Amun as in A for Africa, M for Magnificent, U for Upliftment, N for Nubian Space, L, which is spelled E for El Elyon and L for Love. As you click search, you will see the High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel. Smash that subscribe button, click the bell icon, and watch High Priest Amun L live and direct in 4K vision. You don't know Metal Science. Also, if you want to see the High Priest Amun L live and direct in OmegaFMradio.co.uk's headquarters, all you have to do is go onto Instagram and type in Instagram high_priest_720, which is spelled H for hero, I for intuition, G for God, H for hero, _priest, which is spelled P for perfect, R for respect, I for intuition, E for El Elyon, S for success, T for terrific, _720, and you will see High Priest Amun L's Instagram page. Follow the High Priest Amun L will follow you back. You don't know Metal Science. Let's go. So now, tonight is going to be serious. It's a serious topic that we're talking about tonight. And we're not playing. We are not playing tonight. Everybody knows High Priest Amun L is not on a joke thing. High Priest Amun L is so true that we have to call it Metal Science. You follow that? Because that's what we're about. Metal Science. So, before we get into it, the High Priest Amun L wants to say the Metal Science prayer so that we can continue into the dimension of Metal Science. You don't know Metal Science. So let's go. We give thanks and praises to Atum Ray, Amun Ray, Allah, Safana to honor, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Marduk, Melchizedek, Al Kadir, Usa, Uset, Heru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Ptah, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, Metal Science, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the Most High. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. La ilaha illallah. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for giving us the spiritual protection and also the vision of love. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the unconditional love that we receive in every breath that we take and in every moment that we live. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting our ancestors that are on the other side. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the grace that is upon our lives. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for giving us things that we can achieve and not doubting us that we can achieve it. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the protection and guidance on the straight and narrow path. And lastly, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us and being our shield as we walk the path of righteousness so that we can enter the kingdom of Zion. Amen. I'm going to share Metal Science. Now, shout out to Mammy with the emojis. Certain men are asking questions already, and we haven't even started, but we're getting started. So let's play Ryan Saunders' production, which is the Stop the Violence as the backing track. Because we know it's got some Metal Science in there, as we are all aware of. You don't know Metal Science. Let's go. Okay, so now I pre someone else here tonight on OmegaFMRadio.co.uk. To be honest, I pre someone else doubted himself. He thought he was not going to come here tonight. He really did. He really thought he was not coming. He believed that he was going to be cancelled. And sometimes the illusion can trick you. You follow that and make you believe certain things that are not real. But we go beyond the illusion. We see the unseen truth. You follow that. We're not blinded by the light. We go beyond the light. Metal Science. Now shout out to Western Goddess. Greetings, King. Greetings, Queen. Hope you're all right. Shout out to Dad. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, YouTube Live, Instagram Live, FM, everything. Yeah, we're international. We don't just cover UK. We cover Africa. We cover the Caribbean. Because High Priest someone else international. You're done, no Metal Science. So now, before we get into the main event, High Priest someone else wants to say a little story. Now, you see, when you become a polarizing figure, or when you start to rise to the top, it gets harder and harder and harder. The same way how the pyramid rises and it gets smaller and smaller until you reach the capstone. And you can see how steep the pyramid is to get to the top. It's the same way in life. It's a steep path to get to the top. And many people want to take you out. And many people play their position for this planet or for whoever controls this planet. And some will deceive you in this physical realm. and pretend that they're by your side when they're clearly not on your side. They're clearly the op, they're clearly the enemy, the opposition. Now, like what we said, High Priest Amun El is politically correct. And for those that didn't hear on Monday what went down, High Priest Amun El is just going to say that High Priest Amun El is sick and tired of helping our community and then getting bullied out of helping our community. Because, you know, when High Priest Amun El turns up to any protest, whether it be a white protest, black protest, Indian protest, High Priest Amun El comes in integrity and with a pure heart and solitude. And Chris Cobber had there was a protest for Chris Cobber on Saturday. And High Priest Amun El was victimized and threatened. And he's not holding back. He's not holding back. Because people want to bully High Priest and say, you're chatting nonsense. But High Priest Amun El is sticking to his word. Word is bond. If I'm lying, let me die right now. That's how confident High Priest Amun El is. Now, High Priest Amun El felt threatened. And, you know, not like when we're scared or anything, because we're ready to die. We already know when it's what's on the other side. You follow that. We don't play around. But, you know, it's not worth it. Because High Priest Amun El's family is concerned. Because they don't want High Priest Amun El to be another fallen soldier due to black on black crime. And it's real. High Priest Amun El's been a victim of black on black crime. It's not a joke. We're not playing. So we already know that our people are unpredictable and that anything can happen in the spur of the moment. And High Priest Amun El just feels that on that day of the protest, that people know themselves for who they really are. You follow that? Controlled protest that is controlled by the police. We don't talk to the police, and they killed our brother. We go to a protest for an impact, not for lights, camera, action. And that's how we're keeping it, because that's what it's all about. That's what High Priest Amun El saw on that day, lights, camera, action. When High Priest Amun El departed that protest, went to the real protest in City of London. That wasn't no stage thing. That wasn't no control thing. Police were scared. Police didn't know what to do. Police had tasers ready to tase High Priest if he falls out of line. You follow that? So that's what we're saying. And we're not saying that we don't want justice for Chris Cobber. We do want justice. We want justice at any means necessary. You follow that? We don't want to be told that nothing's gonna happen. Now shout out to Zawajati, Minas, Kaif Allah Kulu Tamam, Ana Mia Mia, Alhamdulillah. So what we're saying is, right now, High Priest Amun El feels that he's not scared. He can go to a next protest, whether it be for our people or not. High Priest Amun El will turn up and he'll be seeing what's going on. And he won't be intimidated by anybody that pretends to be on his side. Because the high priest Amun is protected with the spiritual armor and the sword of righteousness to destroy any evil and wickedness that exists in the cosmos. So anyway, the time is 2048. Now the WhatsApp's going crazy. And it's like, we're on the radio, Calby. We're in London, UK, you're in Sudan. You know what I mean? Like High Priest someone else got business to do on this radio. Because people want to set the record straight. And some people have tried to cancel High Priest someone else in the past, but failed. Because the High Priest someone else has been ordained to come on this planet for a purpose. And many people get confused and say, High Priest, what is meta-science? Oh, meta-science is voodoo. Meta-science is juju. And High Priest someone else like, there's no point of explaining it to you because we've explained it so many times. Meta-science is knowledge of self, knowing thyself, knowing your own truth, self-realization and self-actualization. That is meta-science. Now, people are talking on the Instagram live with comments and all these kind of things, but in real life, they cannot approach man. Because remember, High Priest Amun went to both protests on Saturday. That shows how real High Priest Amun is. So real we're trill. So trill that we're just meta-science. Now, the problem is with our community, and this is a big problem in the black community. We find it hard to come together and unite as one. And the High Priest Amun has always had patience for our community. Even when our community have kicked down high priests, beat up high priests, throw him under the bus, etc., etc., he still has patience. However, the meta-science tells the high priest that many are called, few are chosen. And that goes for everything. Because you're always going to have enemies and you're always going to have allies or friends. We'll put it this way. You're always going to have angels and you're always going to have devils. As above, so below. The war we're fighting in heaven is the same war we're fighting on planet Earth. For those Christians, if I don't understand that, just check the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It's in the prayer. It tells you, as on earth as it is in heaven. Any questions with that one? Anyway, moving forward. So the time is 8:51. We've got about 9 minutes until the news. Now, like what we said, on that day, High Priest someone else felt threatened and had to leave because the energy wasn't right. Totally, it wasn't right. It didn't feel real. It felt it was just all staged. I didn't see the OGs from the Windrush generation there. And to be honest, this is the problem with protests. Because people are getting fed up with protesting. Because they see that protesting is not doing anything. It's not effective in our community anyway. I don't know about other communities. High Priest someone else still hearing stuff about Sarah Everwood. Still people are going jail or getting in trouble from the police. But when it's our matter, when it's a Nubian matter, no one's going jail. police are getting away with it. And it's facts. Look what happened to Chow Q. We haven't heard no update. And we are OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, organizing mothers to eradicate gun and knife atrocities. We are the #1 station for Pan-Africanism or for melanated beings. You follow that? Yeah, shout out to London, shout out to Mammy, shout out to WTF is going on. Shout out to everybody in the Instagram live, YouTube live, radio, FM, online. Now, we're saying, but we got to be careful who we surround ourselves with, especially in our community. Because there's many of our great prophets from our community that have been taken out by their own people. For example, Tupac Shakur, Nipsey Hussle, Pop Smoke, who is it? Young Dolph, Yeshua Yamashiach, Dr. Malachi York, Malcolm X, Huey P. Newton, and that's just to name a few. So we are aware. Oh no, one last one. Usar or Osiris taken out by his brother. Now we are aware that there are black devils in our community. Let's be real. As well as there's black angels in our community. Those that are here to guide us and show us the way. Like the High Priest Amun L's mentors on OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, telling High Priest Amun L to come in a correct manner. And I give thanks and praises to Omega for making me able to articulate myself in a politically correct manner. But we have to understand that not everybody's for us. High Priest Amun L believes that us uniting as one is a fantasy. Our community is fragmented, especially in London or in UK. We're not all on the same wavelength. We're not on the same wavelength, everybody. Not saying that we shouldn't unite. That's in an ideal world, that's what we want. But we're not putting the effort. Like what we said, we are getting victimized and brutalized in this country. And nothing's changing. The same way it happened in the 80s, the same way it happened in the 90s, the same way it's happened in the 2000s, the same way in 2010s, and even in 2022. And we're not going to say anybody is accountable because we are all accountable. We are all accountable. Now, we got a text from 198 saying, great rising king of truth. We've been taken out by our own people. Big from DJ Blake. One more time, great rising king of truth. We've been taken out by our own people. Big from DJ Blake. You see, only the true brothers will know about what's going on. Because some of us want to give a fantasy or pretend that they're for us. And like what we said, they're there to trick us in this illusion. And we go, some people want to ask, High Priest, you see that meta science? It's booky, you know. Like man has experienced certain things when I'm rolling around with you. And High Priest overstands and realizes that's the ancestors telling you to stay away from High Priest. Leave him alone. You follow that. So if one's question is answered with that, now it's answered. Now, the time is 20:58. We're gonna get into the main event after the news and views, and also we got a freestyle at the end. Yeah, so stay tuned to the Metal Science Ministries Reason and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. All you man that are in the Instagram live making a lot of noise with your comments, I ain't got time to read that because it doesn't relate. It's not relative to man. You follow that. So I'm letting you know that's what it's all about. Now, High Priest Amun doesn't mind being the bad guy because people need the bad guy to feel good about themselves. It's like, oh, at least I'm not like him or her. Well, High Priest Amun can accept when he's the bad guy and when he's wrong. That's the difference. So yeah, so we've got 1 minute left before the news and views. Anybody want to ask questions? Obviously, call 07539 968143 or text 0753 996 8143. And High Priest Amun will ask your questions. Yeah, because we're on the radio. We're on different levels, not Instagram. If you want to talk to man off air, you can also as well. But yeah, so we've got 40 seconds left. And we're just getting ready for the main event. And we're going to talk about the main event. And it's going to be very deep. So the High Priest Amun has one last question before the news. Are you ready for the Metal Science Ministries main event? If you are, let me hear you make some noise. Let me hear you say, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. Metal Science.
And Media Radio, 104.1 FM. News and views around your
Peace.
I've got a question, please.
Go on.
Permanent Putin's mobilization
Is this for
of
hybrid?
300,000
Yeah.
Russian reservists to fight in Ukraine has sparked
So my
angry
question is, did
protests
20
across
man
the
come
country.
up to him at the
US
protest?
President Joe Biden's told the UN the war is brutal.
Yes.
And that Moscow's actions should make
20 man came up to you at the
Mr.
protest.
Putin
Yes.
is not bluffing.
Why, what's the
He
problem?
suggests he could
I
turn
got
to
the
nuclear
footage of that,
weapons.
please.
Sergei Markov, a former spokesperson for the president,
Have I got the footage? No, I don't have the footage.
Provocation.
Nuclear war is becoming more.
What's the problem? Exactly. Can't even call.
It's not because when you put in
Greetings.
missiles,
Greetings, Queen. How you doing?
5 British nationals who were prisoners of war have been released by Russian forces. Among them is Aidan Aslan, who has been sentenced to death accused of being a mercenary. Donald Trump is being sued by the New York Attorney
Okay,
General
you couldn't
for
hear it
alleged
properly.
business fraud. The former US president has called it a politically motivated witch hunt. A scheme helping firms with their energy bills has been widely welcomed by
Okay.
businesses, but questions remain about the cost. How still governments will have to borrow
Okay.
tens of billions of pounds.
I'll sort that out, Queen.
Which will also
No
help
worries.
schools, hospitals, and charities who initially
All right.
ran 6 months.
and I also want you to
Tina McKenzie is
let me
from
end the show
small
today.
businesses.
Mm.
and I want you to to give your debt like Charles and Camilla's son. If you can look that up on YouTube.
No, I know about it. Something about Sam, Dan, or something. And he's from Australia.
Yeah. So if you could tell your dad and your mom and your brothers to look at that, please.
Yeah, no worries. I'll let them know.
Yeah. Okay, my darling.
Okay,
Take
Queen.
care.
You too, Queen. Bye. So yeah, all right, cool. Let's see what's going on now. Okay, Mr. No Bullshit. Let's go. So everything's down. Okay, someone else is calling. Peace. Yes, King. How's the eye?
to spiritual guides, you know, and people that you know.
Yes, I.
Yeah, but you know, I was fascinated with the story about the boy there who was fighting against you with the other thing the other day, and you know.
No, I hear you, King. I mean, people are trying to say that I'm a liar and that didn't happen and that. But like I said, I don't need to lie. I'm with meta science. Yeah, I know my own truth. You get me? I know what happened. Pardon?
It's our own people that's they don't know the real enemy.
Well, King, you get it. Like you know, the eye, you know, wants the impact to redeem, avenge our ancestors, avenge our fallen soldiers. And some men are not. Some men are ready, willing to comply with Babylon. You follow that? You get me? And enough is enough now. You get it? It's end of days.
Yeah, because again, they fighting us, then we're fighting one another. So we just not, we can't give up because the couple of them are losing battle, you know.
Yeah, of course, it's a losing battle still, because you know we got our soldiers ready, and then there's a barrier saying no of our own people. We got house Negroes working with Babylon, and us freedom fighters, you know, have to, you know, sort that. You get it?
But to be honest, truth, I'm guilty of it as well. Back in the day, I used to rave and party and drink and smoke. Our people just love partying and drinking and smoking and forgetting about reality. They take all these things to forget about reality, but reality is right in our face, cause our biggest thing is that we won't unite. We're divided. They divided our families, and we still, even though we have moments be more conscious in this time, we still, a lot of people they just don't care.
They don't care. No, of course they don't care, because we have to now find out who is the real enemy.
It's only the few that really overstand and talk the talk and walk the talk, and most of them as well. Who could always say he's an armchair revolutionary?
Yeah, exactly. Most of our people are armchair revolutionaries, but the real ones are being held back and being prevented from you get it being the spark to make what has been written in prophecy. You follow that?
But we will always spark, you know. But it's just those who don't care, don't overstand. But we will always spark because you know the Most High will always bless us, and our God and Israel God will protect us from here to eternity. Because we have been rewarded for these works what we're doing, but we're not going to get rewarded back from the house nigga because they hate us. They don't like me.
No, exactly, King.
Remember, fake people don't like real people. You remember that?
Yeah, but King, you know, like some of us, like I was naive at the time, and I believe that, you know what I mean, that all of us are in this together. You know what I mean? Like, and it's only through experience, life experience, I realize that it's not everything is not what it seems.
Yeah, it's not what you see, brother, because when you're in your own lane, original lane, fake people don't like real people. And we are real, we don't like fake people. But at the end of the day, there's more fake than real out there, brother.
Exactly.
I like the thing what you said about Nipsey. And it's the same thing in other communities, the Latino community as well. They don't like to see nobody coming up, and them men decide to stay in their own community and help their own people. They never come out of the community. They decide to help their people, and this is what happened to them.
Exactly. From our own people.
So, Michael X, Luther King, and the list, the list goes on. Some of them is not famous, the unknown, the millions have died just, for a purpose, But other people are frightened to go. People who's frightened to run their blood and fight for revolution will never be free, brother. But they're frightened to die.
Yeah, because you get it, like some of them are ready, like that's their purpose. You get me? For the next generation.
They don't walk in there already, brother. They don't have no use. They don't walk in there already. So they don't have no use. We might be talking a bit deep still, but it's the truth. Most people don't want to talk the truth, brother. They are afraid to talk it and afraid to walk it.
Real talk.
Yeah, but I understand how you can preach. I think you can tell you're showing off. Man, there's respect. Yeah?
All right, King. No worries. Peace. One. Love. Yes, sir.
Listen.
Yes, sir. All right. So now we're getting back into the show. It's popping off. Couldn't even practice for the freestyle, but it's all good. Okay, let's get ready. Back online. Okay.
No one has a better influence on getting violence or getting closer than gang members themselves, and therefore best positioned to reverse this course of violence. But we must do work. We must get out there. We must forge peace. We must stop exterminating one another. We must stop all of this madness, because at the end of the day, we have only ourselves to blame. We must have a do or die attitude, as we were as street boys, to rebuild our culture and to create a new lasting legacy of peace.
All right, welcome back to the Metal Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of Metal Science Ministries. Amun L. You done know Metal Science. Now, the High Priest Amun L is ready for the main event. And the High Priest Amun L wants to know, are you ready for the main event on the Metal Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show? If you are ready for the main event, give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah. High Priest, let's go. Tonight on the Metal Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also on YouTube Live and Instagram Live. The High Priest Amun L will be discussing who is the real enemy. Who is the real enemy? Because many people do not know who the real enemy is. And the High Priest Amun L has to let them know who the real enemy is. Because people are getting confused in this matrix and believe in everything what they see and everything what they hear. Now, the real enemy is self. Huh? High Priest? What do you mean self? Yes, self. Self is the enemy. Self. Now, why are we going this deep, King? King, look, King. Certain man can't vibrate on that level and accept that they're the enemy. But listen, when we talk with the Metal Science, it's knowledge of self, knowing thyself, knowing your own truth, self-realization and self-actualization. That's what Meta Science is all about. We have to go deep into ourselves and touch the other side, or enter the other side, go into different dimensions, or in fact, connect with the Holy Spirit that's incubated in all of us. And we got to understand most of the problems that we get into is caused by self. And we hate to admit it. We hate to admit it. But it's true. It's goddamn true. Self is the problem. We have to clean inside out so that we'll be able to find our true purpose. We must come with a pure heart so that we are able to express divinity or unconditional love or God's love towards each other. And this is the problem. We don't love thyself or know thyself or love thyself, especially in the Black community. There's something within us. High Priest someone else spoke to his beloved, and his beloved said that Black people like to say that it's a mental health thing why we're in this predicament. But really and truly, there's a lot of evil within us. Now, the High Priest someone else not saying that he's perfect. No way he's saying he's perfect. High Priest someone else has to work on himself. Yesterday, when he was in the live, he realized that within himself, there's a dark energy going on. And the High Priest someone else had to go back to basics and overstand and understand that this dark energy has come from what is he is experiencing on planet Earth. And we have to be praying hard and remembering the Most High for guidance. Sometimes the ego takes control of your vessel, and you believe in the ego. You believe that the ego is the thing that is you. You believe that everything that you're doing, that you did it. But you're forgetting one thing. The Most High is the one that is in control. The Most High is the one that tells you when time's up, when it's time to go, when it's time to die. You're not in control of that. As we saw this week, one of the monarchs died with all that money, with all that knowledge, with even communicating with aliens, still cannot live forever. You follow that? So this is why we're saying tonight is the main event. Self is the enemy. Don't blame anybody else but yourself when you get into problem. You have to retrace your steps and think, why did I get into this? Was it because of karma? Was it because of my actions? Is it because of how I talk? Now, someone wants to call in now. Okay, one moment. Assalamu alaikum. Kaif. Hello. No? Okay. Okay, that was coming from Sudan. You know, Sudan, the internet and everything is not on point like UK. But like what we said, we're international. We're not just in UK, we're global. Meta science is global. You don't know mental science. So now that's what we're saying. Now we're gonna put the line. We're gonna open up the line. The number to call 075 399 68143. Call in 075 399 68143. Yeah, call in. Let's pin that. Now, one of the high priest, someone else, friends, good friends, said, look, high priest, there's a lot of stuff going on online, and like we gotta understand that it's all about peace, bro. Like it's not war. Like we need to be fighting the real enemy, not each other. And this is the problem. The real enemy is getting away with all these evil atrocities because we want to fight each other instead of uniting. And all this negative energy that one has expressed, where's that going? It's feeding, someone's feeding off that. Some entity is feeding off that negative energy. You get me? And this is what we're saying in terms of meta science. We're not saying that Jesus or the prophets didn't come to say what they were to say. But the difference with meta science is that we're accountable for our actions. You feel that? That's the difference. We're accountable for our actions. We're not going to say that we're imperfect, that we were, that it's not our fault. We know that when we say that we're on the God frequency, we know that everything, we are held accountable. Now, the reason why the high priest now says self is the enemy, because self can deceive one. You can deceive yourself to the point that you believe in the illusion. Because when you came to this planet as a baby, Our subconscious mind absorbs what's been thrown at it, whether it be from the media, from our life experiences, etc., etc. When we come with the mental science, we're going back to our essence, our pure essence, the essence that makes us connected with the Most High, tap into our Akashic records to be able to see who we were in our past life. You follow that? The problem with High Priest Amun is High Priest Amun believed in our community, or in the black community, that you can unite with other organizations, and it became that people saw High Priest Amun as too eager or too knowledgeable, or not knowledge. Not at the time, High Priest Amun was learning, was a student, and still is a student. He's not saying that he's an ascended master. No way is he saying that, because he's humbled himself and believes that he doesn't know everything, but there's still more. Even life after death, there's still more to learn. But what we're saying is, we believed in certain organizations like Nuwapian, Nation of Islam, Osar Set Society, and High Priest Amun learned from these places. But then self told High Priest, listen, what you're doing is good, but you need to have life experiences. You need to go out there and really see what life is really about, and absorb it, and not let it break you, but make you stronger. And that goes out to all of you right now that are listening right now. Life is not meant to break you, so it's meant to make you stronger. It's training for the next life. Sometimes we forget that we are in the image of God, or the image of the Most High, and we have the essence of the Most High within us, which is called the Ruh, or the Nafs, or the Ruh in Arabic, or the Ruh in Hebrew, which is like the Holy Spirit, or the essence. And everybody can tap into it, as long as your heart is pure and you seek it. So now moving on, High Priest Amun says that self is the problem, because High Priest Amun has been in a lot of problems, and he'll be real, he keep it 100 now. High Priest Amun was shielded away from the evil and wickedness that's on this planet, from a baby, from his parents. But the High Priest Amun was so not eager, but curious to see, like, what is it like to be going to a state school, or hanging out with the bad kids, and see and experience those kind of things because of certain propaganda on the television. And between his teens, let's say from 12 to 20, was life-changing. And it built High Priest, it built the foundation of what he is today. Because when we're at that age, we're vulnerable, we're developing, and we don't know what's going on. And as a result, we want to experiment on certain things. And we're gullible. Like, we see in the classroom the baddest kid getting all the girls, all popular. Then you want to be in gang because you've been told subconsciously through the music that that's what it's all about. And cool, you experience it. But then when High Priest Amun El experienced it, he realized that his black people were doing wrong to him. And he was like, you know what? Nah. Like, it's not like that. Mommy and daddy was warning High Priest Amun El that be careful of black people. And High Priest Amun El was like, nah, like, you guys don't know what you're talking about, especially at that age. In your teens, you're like, you know everything. You think you know everything. You're not humble at that age. You're just reckless. You want to do anything because the hormones are racing. So, yeah, a couple of things happened to me. High Priest Amun El has been stabbed a couple of times, and I'm robbed and everything. But High Priest Amun El was like, nah, that our people have been suffering. We've gone through slavery. Like, it's not our fault that, like, some of us are ignorant, and that we should forgive them for their sins and all them kind of things there. And then, okay, we fast forward now to like 2021, 2022, or yeah, around them times when we were in a lockdown and High Priest Amun El was going to real protests, fighting for real things, and getting justice at the same time. And High Priest Amun El was still with the black thing, still trying to help and saying, you know what? Nah, I still forgive you. You know what I mean? It's not your fault. It's just that we've been conditioned to hate one another by the white man. And then I don't know what happened. Something happened in 2021. I believe it was like Love Down. Something like that. Love Down. Or the protests. And we're getting there because no, before that, the Love Down, like around 2018, 2019, we started making music. We started with the Conscious Tape. The Conscious Tape is an album that it just was made for black people. It was the package. It was to awaken you into a higher dimension. That was the Conscious Tape. The pyramid, everything. High Priest Amun on the pyramid, on the camel with the pyramids. The Sphinx, High Priest Amun El there. You get me? We've done it all. Like when people say, High Priest Amun El, how black are you? We're so black, but we're a black hole. That's how black we are. We're so black that you see nothing. That's how black we are within, inside and outside. We have so much melanin that is beyond 9 ether. Many man pretend that they're doing the Pan-African thing. And it's not no competition. It's just that it's how bad you want it. And High Priest Amun El wanted it bad. He wanted it bad. He wanted to know who he was about, who the ancestors was about, what was Black God, what was the God in our image. Because most of the gods are not in the black people's image. The majority of them are not in black people's image. It's in a different race. And we wanted to know our gods, our ancestors, what we were doing when we were ruling, when we were the kings and queens, the original beings. You follow that, and we're keeping it 100 like that. Because certain man, like I said, don't understand the meta science, don't know what's it all about. You get it? And through our research, we know that Jesus was black. The Prophet Muhammad was black. Every prophet that is in Abrahamic religions was black. But they try and hide it. You know what I mean? But we're not getting into that because everybody has their choice. But we know the truth. And sometimes the meta science is not for everybody. And we are aware of that. We're not saying that we want to cause division and that. But some man will expose themselves. And it's okay. It's okay to see who they really are. To see them behind the veil, behind the mask. Because it was meant to happen. Now, okay, shout out to Kaz. Saying, sorry, I'm late. I'm here now. Yeah, that's calm. We're just talking real now. So anyway, so let's fast forward to 2021. High Priest Amun got sick and tired of this nonsense from his community and believed, you know what? I don't understand. Like, me putting myself in a box with all this Pan-Africanism. Like, it doesn't make sense. That we're not practicing it as a community. That it's not about who you are on the outside, it's what you've got inside of you. There's plenty white people that have got a kind heart and a pure heart and are willing to help with our matters. You follow that? And sometimes we forget that our ancestors can come in different forms. You follow that? And this is why we say this is meta science, beyond trill, beyond whatever everybody is thinking. So that's why we accept everybody for who they are. But now, so when we're talking about the enemy as self, the High Priest someone else got in predicaments like what we said last week because of self. And it was because of self, High Priest someone else have compassion for himself. And the same compassion he has for himself is the same compassion that he will have for his fellow brothers, especially his black brothers. And for certain incidents where police are killing brothers and assassinating brothers and getting away with it and laughing about it as well and saying another great day in the office. The High Priest someone else is like enough is enough. Enough is enough. Too many fallen soldiers. Too many people the police have killed. And it's not just the most recent killing, it's a collective of killings. And it's not stopping anytime soon. You could be next. High Priest someone else could be next. But, so anyway, we go into this self now. So we have so much compassion for self, but we believe that others may have compassion, the same compassion that is within ourselves. Or the same love that we have for ourselves, we sometimes believe others have the same love. Or the God's love that we feel, we believe that others feel the same God's love in themselves. And unfortunately, it's not true. Unfortunately, everybody is different. And so what we're saying is that when we went, we came with a pure heart. We wanted to add. We wanted to make an impact. We wanted to make a difference. We wanted to make a change. Instead of just talking and being in an organized, controlled manner, controlled by Babylon, we wanted to let Babylon that we're not playing, that we're rolling with the ancestors. And the ancestors have had enough of this nonsense. When High Priest someone else comes with his speaker to any protest, he walks with his ancestors. And he has his spiritual armor on. And the problem is, certain men are not on the same wavelength as High Priest someone else. Certain men are just pretending to be revolutionary. They're not on no revolution. They're not on no changing. Instead, they want to integrate themselves with Babylon's system. And this is the problem that we have. We have a lot of house Negroes in our community that feel comfortable in Babylon, knowing that Babylon has done the most evil and wickedness on this planet. And some people want to be a part of that. Like in the Matrix, some people are just agents. And people say high priest someone else an agent. You must be crazy. High priest someone else has been having problem with Babylon since the beginning. And it's not something that we're proud of. Because if we listen to our parents, we wouldn't have had that problem. But sometimes life experience is the best teacher. And I don't regret any experience I had because it made me stronger. It made me feel more aware of what's good of self. Now, self can be positive and negative, but then again, it's how you're what perception you're looking at. Self can tell you the truth from the get-go, and you doubt self, and then as a result, you get in trouble because you doubt itself. But then self can tell you to do something that you know you're going to regret, but because your spirit or your in your mind, in your emotions, you're thinking with your emotions, you end up doing the wrong thing, and it can cost you your life. And we're only talking like this because it's what's coming from within. Now the time is 21:35. Is there any questions? Because soon we're going to go into the freestyle. This freestyle is hardcore, heavyweight. Now, we're not going to talk about what's been going on. This is the last time. So if you want to talk about what was been going on, call 075-3996-8143 or text 075-399968-143. We've said what we had to say. In conclusion, self is the enemy, and self can be the angel, the guardian angel. And it's how pure your heart is, or it's when you come out of your mind and you're in your witness self, i.e. mental reflection. You're now looking yourself on the outside and in the inside. And that's when you're going to get the truth of what's really going on. Like what we said, sometimes we forget that it's all about nurturing our spirit, doing our prayers. And sometimes when we don't do our prayers, we let go of the rope that connects us to the Most High. And I pray someone else has not been doing his prayers lately. And as a result, certain things have been happening. And again, the reason why, because the high priest someone else got complacent in this matrix, thinking that everything's all good, but nothing is concrete, nothing is permanent in this world, in this life. No condition is permanent. All subject to change. And that's why certain things are gone. But yes, so we said what we got to say. Like, we don't have anything else to say. Because, like what we said what we got to say. So if anybody wants to come on, chat to High Priest someone, I'll give you 10 minutes. Because we got the meta science freestyle. But other than that, High Priest someone else is going to play some music. Going to play this tune. This tune's called Slugs of War. And this tune is going out to all the haters out there that believe that they're the Black Messiah or whatever. Have a listen. Mental Science Ministries.
Oh, yeah.
Now you done know. Yeah, I'm alright still. But I feel good, man.
You feel good?
Let's go.
Why? Because you had a chance to talk.
Like,
I heard Monday show.
I said everybody heard Monday show.
Yeah.
Everybody. Yeah.
But it is what it is, isn't it? You know?
I mean, like, the next day or yesterday, I got, like, not in trouble, but it was like a bit of confrontation. Because my man come through, you know, and it was like a away game.
I don't know.
No, I'm just saying that me and him were chatting online.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, but it was like an away game of football. You know, like his home, his thing is his home. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but like I said, I don't regret what I've said because that was my truth.
But you didn't say anything wrong. You just told what happened.
But everybody's trying to
And
say
what your mindset was.
okay.
Yeah.
And you
It's
know what I
not
mean?
whether they agree with it or not. It happened. Do you know what I mean? What can you say? You know. What I would like to see is that everyone gets together and say, "Yeah, okay, whatever. I respect you. Respect you. Let's move on now." You know what I mean?
That's what everybody wants.
Yeah, we don't want to be stuck in that days. You know what I mean? Before the Europeans came and split all the African countries up, there were tribes and kingdoms, and everyone traded, and you know what I mean? And everyone respected each other. Yeah, there were skirmishes and wars that came a bit later. But when we were at our higher selves, we weren't warring. Do you know what I mean? We were too busy. We're a manifestation of God, the physical. But when disconnected, do you know what I mean? We all are. There are some people who are not, but they're of an evil. That's why they try to control everything. They're feeding off our negative energy. So what does that say about them?
Some leeching.
They've probably got you know, there was people who used to live for hundreds of years.
Oh, like, yeah.
I reckon there's people here who have got that. They've got that, and they're doing that. But they're not.
They're not involved in this life.
No.
Like in this zone, like they're
No.
a different paradigm.
Yeah.
But they're here. They're on the planet, but they're just in a different thing.
Yeah. Now they're thinking there's too many of us now. We need to keep the population down. Exactly. It's the black people are the one they want to they need to disconnect. Not let them know who they really are. Look at what the Jews have done. Identities theft, isn't it?
Exactly. All right, I'm gonna go back on. All right, and welcome back to the Mental Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and YouTube Live and Instagram Live. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of Mental Science Ministries. Amun you done know Mental Science. Now, what we said earlier on about self being the enemy and self also being the guardian angel. I mean, no one's actually called in to discuss, to say that High Priest Amun you're lying, you're chatting rubbish, or like we have a question that we don't understand where you're coming from. You know what I mean? So High Priest Amun takes it that everybody overstands and knows what's going on. Because the High Priest Amun want to explain things or articulate things to the point where a baby can understand or overstand. You follow that? So, like what we said, we don't have nobody calling in on 0753996843. None of that. So yeah, we were talking about our negative energy getting used in a disagreeable way, or people taking our energy and making it negative so that they can harness it in a sense or use it against us. And it's real. There's some people that take our negative energy, harness it, and use it against us. You follow that? Or they create a situation where negative energy lets off and harness it and use it against us. And there's certain, like what we said, there's certain black devils that know what they're doing to make that happen. And this is what we're talking about, the meta science. There's certain black devils that know what they're doing to harness that negative energy and use it against us. And this is what the meta science is all about. That being aware of what's going on. You follow that. You know, having your chakras aligned and activated. You know, certain people don't understand what is even a chakra. A chakra is a center, is an energy center, or it's a portal within yourself, or it's the kundalini. It's what you see on the hospital sign. That's your chakras. You follow that. That's the first place where one heals themselves. So yeah, like what we said, we're just talking. Well, we're not talking, it's action time, but you get it. We're waiting for a phone call. We're waiting for them to call in and say, Wagwan. You get it. So many man said that High Priest someone else not going to be on this radio tonight. And High Priest someone else waiting. Nobody has the guts to confront High Priest. So we're going to play a next tune. And by the way, we've got a new project called Revolution coming out. So stay tuned to Metal Science for this new project. Because like what we said, we were in lockdown. We got our freedom, or we wanted our freedom. We got it. Then we got to stop the violence because there's too much black on black crime going on in our community or globally. Not only black on black crime or gang violence, also sexual harassment and domestic abuse. But now it's end of days. It's revolution. It's revolution time. No more games anymore. So I believe we're gonna play one more track. The laptop is dying, and also the spiritual dub doctor is in the house, so he'll be getting ready to take on set from 10 o'clock. Now someone's calling. Now let's see what's going on. Greetings. Hi. Yeah, I'm okay, Queen. Mm-hmm. Go on. Yo, go on. What do you have to say, Queen? What's going on?
So basically, I was just listening to you on the radio,
Mm-hmm.
and what you were saying is like it's hitting home.
Okay.
And something that is really important to me is like what you were saying is the violence and the crime, the suicide, and it's all like a part of each other, you know, it's all a part of that side. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a collective of energy.
Oh wow, yeah, and that's like, you know what? I was in addiction, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
in 2014, and I was like abusing drugs. I was abusing situation I was around. When I say that, what I mean when I say that is like I weren't being truthful about how I was feeling, and I was like in this place where what was going on around me, all I was thinking is like someone's gonna do me something, or I'm gonna do someone something, and like all my thoughts were like so negative, but outwardly I weren't saying nothing. I wasn't saying anything. I was keeping it all in. And I'll tell you how priest truth, yeah. I felt this entity, yeah, come into my flat, my home at the time, and it grabbed me round the neck and took me out my house. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what happened to me.
I mean, was it a physical or was it like a multi-dimensional? Like
Yeah, because it was multi-dimensional, absolutely. It was multi-dimensional. Because I tell you why as well. Because when I got taken out of my house, and I was standing opposite my house now, a lot of things was happening what I could see. I was in a different world. I was like, it was like really obvious that something was going on inside my house, you know what I mean? With the enemies that were going on there. But when I was taken outside to see it, like I was forced to see this, what was going on. I was sitting on my sofa, like I said, something grabbed me around the neck, took me out my house and stood me opposite my house to watch the next move, to watch what was gonna happen next.
I hear that.
I didn't do nothing. I just had to stand and watch, and it revealed itself. You know, and actually, what dealt with this situation inside the house, the cats.
Hey.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that to me, yeah, I was in a different dimension. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It was like an army. It was like there was 3 different colored cats here. You know, one was black, one was ginger, and one was grey. And like they formed a triangle. Yeah, and it was like I can't even put it into words what like was going on. But the cats, they were defending me from this evil spirit, and I felt it, and I was there with it, and I was collectively like accepting what they was doing.
Okay.
Like the cat, you know what I mean?
Well, what they became your spirit guides, yeah?
Oh yeah. And ever since I went to rehab, yeah, when I was in rehab, I was in rehab and I had a dream. This dream, I was walking and this cat, it took me up into the sky and literally was navigating me. But the cat was on the road and I was in the sky. And that was it. I woke up and I couldn't get the dream out of my head. I kept telling my counselor, so I'm dreaming about what is it telling me. But you know when I was the cat, I was in the stars again, the stars were all coming down like and I was like, it was like what you saying, like a meta science, it was like a meteor shower. It was like a meteor shower, like a meteorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear you, Queen. Well, you know what I mean? Has it made you stronger?
Yeah, it's It's made me, you know what? Yeah,
It's giving you
made me
power.
It's made me very truthful.
Mm.
It made me very truthful to what I feel and what I know. And what, you know, I don't really deal with belief anymore. I don't really deal with like, oh, what I believe in my head. My head can tell me things that ain't even my own thoughts.
Exactly.
So what I know, yeah, my heart, what I know in my heart, that's what I speak. I don't speak anything if it was the truth. Now I know that. And I've got to make that. That's like that's my value. That's like my morals now. That's my morals now. Like before, in my addiction, I weren't morally correct. I was like, how can I sit there and think, oh, I can't talk about what I'm feeling because I'm going to bring the vibe down. How can I sit there and keep all this stuff to myself just because I'm going to change how everyone else is feeling? How, like, and it's so violent and dark, and like, either, you know, I was going to talk and I thought, how am I chilling with people that are going to feel to do me something or I feel to do them something?
Exactly. But you know, we all go through it. You get me? Like, and it's part of learning, it's part of our development, it's part of our spiritual elevation, or you know, like evolution. You follow that? You get it? We have to go through certain things. Remember, the Most High has put certain things in place because the Most High believes that we are capable of achieving those goals. You follow that? But I have to go. I got to do something. Yeah. Holler at me after the thing, after 10 o'clock on Instagram, right? You saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, and we got Swagger Joe as well for listening to Manpower.
Yeah. Big up Swagger Joe. Yeah. You done
know. Swagger.
Yeah. Yes. Swagger's on the late night.
Forever.
Yeah. Anyway, Queen, peace. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. No, thank you.
All right. Peace. One.
Peace.
Okay. Thank you, Queen, for calling in. Now we've got 5 minutes left. Everything is turning off. The energy is done, and you know we've been doing this freestyle series. We've had part 1, part 2. Tonight we've got part 3, and we're gonna do this freestyle, and I hope you enjoy it. And anybody can guess this beat right now. Let's see who knows about hip hop. This beat. Metal science. Come on, let's go. Are you ready? Are you ready for the metal science? Let's go. Come on. Metal science. Let's go. Come on. No talk, we want action. Forever family wants lights, camera action. Pretending to protect the streets and threatening the high priest, telling him to turn off his speaker before it gets peaked. You man are bullies, provoking the weak. You man, hey. Hold up. High priest, what you doing? What you doing, high priest? What you okay. You man want that reloaded again? You man are ready. Let's go. One more time, we're ready now. Metal science. Let's go. Come on. Are you ready for the high priest? Let's go. Come on. Check it. Metal science. Metal science. Let's go. Metal science. Let's go. Come on. No talk. We want action. Forever family wants lights, camera action. Pretended to protect the streets and praying in the high priest, telling him to turn off his speaker before it gets peaked. You men are bullies, preying on the weak, but the high priest won't accept defeat. You man, hold on. You man protect the op. You man are undercover cops. The high priest exposed you. Now it's time for you to stop. The Black Messiah said the high priest is a villain, but the people want revolution for Chris Barber's killing. Check it. One more time. Let's go mental science. No talk. We want action. Forever family wants lights, camera action. Pretending to protect the streets, but telling the high priest to turn off his radio before it gets peaked. You man are bullies. One more time. No talk. We want action. Forever family wants lights, camera action. Pretending to protect the streets. I'm praying on the high priest, telling him to turn off his speaker before it gets peaked. You man are bullies, provoking. You know what? I'll be real. I think the energy is telling man not to do it. And I priest someone else has to be real like that. Because them men are not ready to come back with a next freestyle. So you know what? I'm gonna have mercy with that freestyle. And plus we got 20 seconds left. But you know, we want to end off on a lighter note. But it's not about fighting, and it's about unity. But you know, like what we said, we got to realize that self can pretend to make us feel that it's good to express certain emotions, but then the karma will come back to man in a different way. You follow that. And on that note, High Priest Amun is signing out. And have a good night, family. Take care. One. Peace. Metal Science.
And Media Radio, 104.1 FM. News and views around your community.
This is the AmigoRadio.co.uk news at 10.
More than 1,000